Alright, turn 28. So, here are the things. We had a dire port in this turn. Kerbet and friends, our neighbors at Zabalba, have put up a Mother Oak, which is really bad. At least for us. Because Mother Oak is both highly competitive, but because everyone wants it. But it also means that they have Enchantment 5, I think. Oh, it's not an enchantment? I always thought it was. It might be in Conjuration then. And well, regardless of what they have, they do in fact have Mother Oak, which is not good for us. Is it Invocation? No. Enchantment. Huh. Let's see it. Well, regardless of where it is, yeah, Alteration 5. They have Mother Oak. So that's like a 50 gem investment, which also means they have Wooden Warriors at least. And they, who knows, maybe they have 6. We don't know. Point is, though, is that they have that. So they at least have Alteration 5, which means I need to have Evo 6 if I even want to fight them. They probably have way better research than I do, just because more forts, probably. Probably. I don't know. I haven't seen that many forts on their territory. And they only just took this. Because most of this is vultured, so they haven't had much time to set up forts and stuff. I don't think, anyway. Except for scouts, I guess. Let's see. As for other things this turn, there was about... I took the Underwater Province. Here he is. Loan Repayment Officer is collecting. So he casts Earth Power, Strength of Gaia, Iron Skin, Enlarge. Then they attack him a whole bunch. He gets Glamour. And he wins. His Encumbrance is... He is Reinvigoration 6 to Encumbrance 4, so he's good. His equipment do get rusty, but that's fine. We got some nature gems, got a really good event, got this event, which is not so good, and we are still sieging the walls. Oh yeah, we was looking for magic sites, and we did not find any astral sites, which sucks. Also, this person, she walked in the Wall of Pestilence site to site search, because, what are the odds? And she got diseased and chest wound in the same turn. Like, what are the odds? But I do have a disease healer now, so I'm just gonna... I'm moving this guy here. He's about to die, so I'm gonna move him here so she can disease heal him, and then I'm gonna have this lady move here, and he's just gonna go back because might as well not lose my investment if I can avoid it. I've swapped this back to recruiting Vedians. Next turn, if she does somehow die, I'll go back to recruiting these so she can site search for water sites. I mostly just want the water sites for like forging. I don't really care about water magic to cast. Maybe defensively, but other than that, not really. Zabalba did take heat scales, so I don't have to worry about any cold scales Zabalba shenanigans. Other than that, not a ton. Mostly just sieging, waiting. I messaged Agartha, saying that we might join together against Zabalba, and I think with Mother Oak going up, he'll have more incentive. He moved his army over here to take this throne, which I think is interesting, because he had the power to take that throne. He might want to take this next, so I'll just spy this province, see what happens. He's moved his armies away from me so far, which means that he might not want to fight right now, but that means I'm stuck between fighting Phlegra or Zabalba, and between the two, I'd rather fight Phlegra, if only because I don't want to have to deal with massive stacks, but he probably has, gear at this point, and I don't have the counters to that gear yet, so it's probably not wise to fight them right now. Especially because, I don't have the capability of dealing with tyrants, really. I just finished gearing one of my Vanalogs, and, it's not so good. I've decided to save air gems this turn by not forging any quills or anything like that because I need to forge another breathing amulet. So that's costs 10 minus 3 from dwarven hammer. So probably going to war with Zabalba next. My empire is going to look real weird because I'm just going to have this massive blob, like weird blob that's stunted in growth in this direction. So, because I won't fight Marignon because they're pretty strong, but they're in an endless war with Ind, and I'm not going to about to decide who wins or loses that because I think my odds of killing Marignon later are better than none. His cav are really strong, but he took death scales to pay for it. I think he used to have death scales here. He might not actually have death scales. Well, regardless, I think I can actually kill him. As for these guys, I don't have to worry about like blessed shenanigans, but they do have really strong gear potential and just endless hordes of healits. I'll consider going to war with them once I get Wailing Winds. I've probably already mentioned this, but Wailing Winds is probably the best counter to them I have right now, just because they route so easily. Even with Taskmaster only brings them up to like normal morale. So yeah, problem is that I don't have a way of getting to Death 4 easily. I can get to Death 3 no problem, but Death 4 is an issue. I could empower in Death, but it's not really worth it. At least I don't think so. I think I could boost to Wailing Winds. It'd be hard. I don't remember how the gem usage system works. I think gem boosting, you can boost one level and then pay gems for casting the spell, but I'm not certain. And I only have to get it off once though, so it should be okay if that's the case. If it's not the case, then I have a problem, because then I have no way of casting this. Speaking of, I should probably just dump the Blood Magic 1 and 2, because realistically speaking, I'm not going to be casting it basically at all, but it's only like 2 turns worth of research, so I don't know. It might be worth it. But I'm not going to be blood hunting anytime soon just because I only have Blood 1, and really, I don't have easy access to Blood 1 either, aside from sages, who occasionally get it. And there's nothing here for me to really cast, aside from, because I don't have Blood 2 on any of my mages. If I roll a Vanabog with Blood 2, I'll consider it, because I can cast Bowl of Blood and stuff like that. And I can do Bone Fiends, but those aren't really good. Spine Devils are actually fine, and Fiends are okay too. But you only get one of them per cast, which is, they're troops, so you're going to need a lot of them. Hell Power is interesting, but kind of a meme. Let's see, Leeching Touch is... Well, Leeching Touch is actually okay. It's got really bad range though, and it's not really something to. If I had like giant blood mages, maybe it'd be okay, but I don't. Pain Transfer, don't care. Bind Devil and Bind Frostfiend are really the only 2 I care about, and I can't really cast the second of the 2, so I'd just be stuck with Bind Devil. Hellfire, this would actually be alright, but I'd need Blood Slaves to cast it every time. And it's not that good. I mean, it's AoE 3, which is nice. Number effects 2, so it's technically more like AoE 6, but 9 armor piercing fire damage is not going to cut it when everyone's taking fire shock resistance in this game. Storm Demons are the real prize here, because I'm going to be going a lot of lightning damage this game, just because air is the only consistent path I have access to. But Wrath of Pazuzu and Bind Demon Knight are fine too, I guess. Dark Vines I can't cast, which is unfortunate. Let's see. Word of Hell might be fine. Bind Succubus is can't cast. Most of these high level spells I just can't cast unless I empower. So I guess rolling Blood 4 is probably like the maximum, and even then it's kind of like a luxury item, because I need to set up a blood economy first, so... Honestly, I'd rather go like this, and then go Blood 2, and then just put the rest in enchantment, just for Galegate or something. I would like a global myself, but I am I don't know. I can't really cast most of the globals I want right now. Beyond, like, I don't know. Dome of, like, solid air, which is nice, but not helpful for me right now. Because we haven't gotten to the part of the game where everyone's spamming ritual left and right. Oh, let's see. Transmute fire, not what I need. Baleful Star, Mother Oak. Phantasmal attack? No. Sea of Ice, not helpful. Fata Morgana would be interesting, but I don't think it would help me because Phantasmal Knights are. Well, they're not. Phantasmal units aren't very good, frankly. They're just kind of bad ethereal troops. They don't do anything. I mean, I guess they're blockers, but like everyone's got magic weapons, so it's not so good. Let's see. Arouse Hunger would be nice, actually. Blight, maybe. It's cheap, relatively speaking. As Voice of Tiamat, I know I want, and Zamaze. Lady Midday is also kind of alright. But it is quite expensive on air gems, and air gems are by far my biggest bottleneck right now. I have a single air gem site. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. Virginia's alright. I actually might try to cast that, but I have no water gems right now. Cloud Villas are good. Mountain Villas are good. I'd like Wraith Lords eventually. Leshies are quite good, from what I recall. Guardians of the Deep? What's this? Oh, it's global enchantment for underwater provinces. Yeah, I don't really care about this. Most of the province defense global enchantments are kind of bad. The only one that's kind of okay is Mechanical Militia, just because of how many the stupid amount of the resists they have. But other than that, they're not that good. Other than that, not much. I know I want Galegate, but Galegate is all the way down here. But Earthblood Deepwell, I have really no use for because I don't have consistent Earth mages. Stellar Focus can't really use. Lion Sentinels is, well, it's cool, but not very practical. Hidden in Sand underneath are actually some things I want to get eventually, just because they're good past diversity. And I don't have any wastelands right now, but I have one, but it doesn't have heat. Doesn't have heat scales. What does this do? Well, I have order, so I'd probably random more mages, which is fine. Oh. Actually, it's order just mean more warriors. Well, Dust Walkers aren't bad. Underneath is probably the better cast, though, just because they got like Prot 20 from being. This would be okay, too. Actually, Unfrozen aren't bad units. Turmoil, Fortune, and Magic. Well, I didn't take Fortune or Magic. In fact, I took Drain, so not helpful. If there's any spell I want to cast, though, it's probably either Global Rituals. It's probably Galegate, the Wrath of God, Perpetual Storm, and I can't. I mean, I don't really have a use for Mother Oak, but Pyre would be good. I think Pyre is all the way down here somewhere. Living Fire, King of Elemental Fire. Where is Eternal Pyre? Eternal Pyre. Yeah, requires Fire 6 though, so I don't have that. It does give 20 Fire Gems though. So if I can get Eternal Pyre, I definitely want to cast that, but I don't know if I can, because I don't have a god that can cast it. I mean, this guy can cast Earthblood Deepwell. That might be worth looking into, but I don't have Earth Mages to use it, really. Quite the pickle. But he can cast Galegate with a bit of help. Galegate's what? Air 7. I think yeah, Dark Skies would be good too. That's actually what I want. Yeah, Galegate and Dark Skies. Let's see. He can cast that. He can cast both of these actually. So yeah, I want to turbo out Thaumaturgy soon. Because once I get to Evocation 6, I really won't have much left to get from this. Shimmering Fields is nice, but it's probably going to kill me when it kills them. And I mean, Enchantment's all right. I like Watchers. They're funny, and Trade Wind is good too. Especially with my money. Money is always a good thing. And Cloud Trapeze is nice too. Seeking Arrow would be very good, just to kill raiders. But it has other problems because dilute commander pool and all that. Thing is, I just don't have enough air gems. That's the big issue. So getting Auspex would be nice actually. In fact, dumping enchantment for Thaumaturgy might actually be worth it, just because I don't need anything from up here except maybe Flight. I mean, Seeking Arrow is nice, but by no means required. And it's low enough on the research tree that I could actually realistically pivot within 1 or 3 turns. 1 to 3 turns to get Seeking Arrow. So it's not a terrible idea. In fact, I might actually do that. Revenants are nice, but just for having more Death Mages walking around. But they're not super useful. Really, the only other thing I'd want out of this is maybe Horde of Skeletons, Pale Riders, the Watchers. Dispel is nice, but I have no real use for it. I only have 1 Astral Mage, and he's no way of boosting himself. Vaughter Flames is funny. It might be good against Chaff, honestly, but Dome of Flaming Death, Mass Flight, Ghost Ship Armada. Ghost Ship Armada would be good, actually, but I have no way of casting because it's Water Death. Solar Brilliance, can't cast. Stellar Focus, can't cast. Life After Death would be funny, but not helpful. And Serpent's Blessing would be good, and if I'm going to fight Sawalba, I'll probably need this, if only because he can Val Vapors me, and most of my troops will dive to Val Vapors except my Sacreds. I don't think his Sacreds will kill my Sacreds in a fight, I think. If only because they regenerate, and mine don't. They don't have good armor compared to Thim's Herdings, so it won't be as much of an issue, but it won't be fun. But if he has Alteration 5, he probably doesn't have Enchantment 5 too. He might. It's possible, very possible. But he doesn't have any Bacabs around right now, so I don't have to worry about it right now, I don't think. We'll see. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just start forging, poison rings left and right, and we'll see what happens. I could also have the nature people cast poison resistance on themselves, which is fine. Yeah, poison resistance. So that's okay, but it's not a good place to be. Haunted Forest. Not helpful, honestly. The Master Generation, not helpful. Wrath of the Sea is, nah. Mist of Deception, no. Demon Cleansing is funny, but not really helpful. So yeah, I might just drop Enchantment then and just rush up with Thaumaturgy for a combination of Auspex and all of this other stuff. Growing Fury would be a good counter for my own troops for make sure they don't rout in combat. Just have it cast on the 4th battle round after everyone gets off their spells. But other than that, yeah. Bleaching Darkness might be good too, actually. Because its MR negates 6 damage. Then a Cloud. Let's see. What other stuff would I get down here? Syllable of Sleep. Not that great. Beckoning. Wither Bones would be good, actually. Leprosy. Not. These two would not be good for me. They probably. Purgatory would be good in very specific circumstances. Dark Skies. I definitely want Dark Skies. Yeah. So yeah, I'm basically just turboing there to get Dark Skies. Let's be real. And then I can Auspex this province and then, whatever. Alright, so that's basically this turn. Not much more to say, really. So yeah. There's that.